Hi students, 2025 A-level exams are over, and this is to inform regarding our 2026 revision paper classes. Right, when talking about students who have done 2025 exams, there are some students who have done the exam with their best. I mean, by with their best in the sense, some of you have done the exam in the intention of getting 3 A's, and the way you have done your exam also in that way. Right, then you know that based on what you have written in your LL papers, you know that definitely you will get 3 A's. There is another set of students, they also have done the papers with their best. Their target is not to get 3 A's, but their target is to get 3 B's maybe. Their target is to get 3 C's. Their target is to get 2C, 1S. Because for their upcoming study plans, there are maybe some students who are planning to go abroad. For them, they require only 3B, 2B, 1B, 2C likewise. Right? For the students who have done the exam properly, this is not for you. This message is for the people who have done the exam but who could not do the exam with your best. That means you could have done something better, but the way that you perform the exam is not in the satisfactory level, and you are thinking that you could have done better. So in that case, if you are planning to do second shy, this is for you. So when it comes to 2026 A-level exam, sometimes you might be planning to do 2026 exam as your third shy. If not, maybe as your second shy. If not, you are a first shy student who are going to do exams in 2026, right? So then this message is for everyone, right? We are starting our revision paper classes from December onwards. So students, if you have done the exam at least one time, you will know that to do the exam in that exam conditions, exam pressure, when you are doing the exam, you should have a proper practice of revising all the theories, and you should have done the past papers, and you should have practiced model papers. Without practicing past papers and without practicing model papers, without knowing the theories, then you are not able to do a paper properly. I think if you have done the first shy or second shy, you already have this experience. Then you might realize that when you are going for a revision class, the number one is that revision class must quickly revise all the important points, kind of a quick revision. It should revise all the important points from beginning to end without skipping any single point. That revision class must revise all the theory points from the beginning to end properly. Parallelly, that revision class, through the revision class, you should be able to do lots of questions. That means you should cover the past paper discussions as well as you should cover some good target paper writing practice also. So now, if we start our revision classes in December, so you will have the exam most probably in 10th August. In that case, we have around only 8 months. In that 8 months, how are we going to revise all the theories and how are we going to practice the papers? Therefore, what I thought is, I thought of do this revision class. Therefore, what I thought is now we are doing this revision class under 3 different features. Number one is our revision class. The revision class happens on Tuesdays from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. because based on the limited time, we only have 8 months. That means around 32 weeks. Within these 8 months, we should cover all the important points, right? In that case, we require this time. We are planning to do our revision, only revision on our Tuesday 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. So what we are going to do in this revision class is we are going to revise all the theories, all the important points in every section. We are going to revise it. I will provide a kind of dedicated tute pack for the revision. Then in that tute, all the important points are mentioned. I am revising all the important points in the class. Parallelly, what we do that if there are something very important, there are spaces given the tute, and you can write the important points in the tute also. And also parallelly, I'm going to analyze all the last 30 to 35 years of papers, and I'm going to analyze the questions, the way how they ask the questions in the exams. What I'm going to do is I'm going to brief, and as patterns I'm going to teach you. So that is happening under our revision class as question pattern analysis. Later, because we, even though we cover the theory, sometimes when you do the past papers only, we realize there are lots of points that we can take from past papers. So what I do, by analyzing last 35 years of papers, what are the important points that you want to remember? So I'm going to discuss it as a separate discussion under summary point class. So therefore, remember simply quick revision. Our revision class contains mainly a quick revision, revising all the important theories quickly without skipping any single point. Then kind of question pattern analysis. By reviewing the last 35 years of past papers, we are kind of deriving some question patterns which will helpful to do the paper best. The last one is summary point class. What are the important points that we can obtain from past papers? I'm going to explain it earlier. So that is what happening in our revision class. And also we know that just because we cover the theory, we are not able to do a paper. In that case, we should have a proper paper practice. In that case, there are two types of paper classes we are doing already. We are doing these classes for our 2026 theory classes. One is our past paper discussion. So ultimate goal of doing this past paper class is for the 26 theory people, I told that I will finish entire past paper book from 1990 to 2025 A levels, all the past papers, all the MCQs, all the structured essays, all the essays. I thought that I will do them. Already unit 2 mechanics we have done, already done for 2026 theory people. But once again, what shall I do that? I will try my maximum to do, including unit 2. I am going to discuss entire papers. So currently past paper class is happening on Wednesdays 6 p.m. 11 p.m. So I send via the courier, I post past paper book. So then in that tute, all the questions, past paper questions are categorized as sections. So what we do, section wise, we discuss the past papers. I already informed that relevant week I'm going to discuss these past paper questions, and I inform in the class that students do these questions earlier and join the discussion. Then you can try the questions, and once you join the discussion, you can learn everything properly. So in our past paper class, what we do, we plan to do the past papers in section wise, right? Then from 1990 to 2025 A levels. So then you can get a good exposure of doing lots of past paper questions. Now, because the biggest problem is, even though you have marking schemes and even though you have review books, the problem is when you are referring them, even you refer them also, most of you are not able to understand some questions. In that case, if there is someone who can explain all the past papers on behalf of you, then that is kind of a very big advantage for you. So therefore, under our past paper class, we are doing that idea. The last one is our target paper class, very important class. If you are planning to do exam this year, and if you are planning to go for AB result, definitely target paper class is very important. Weekly, we are going to write a target paper. Then students should turn on the cameras and students should write the paper. Okay, then what we do that we mark and we rank you every week. There will be a topper, we rank it. So that the next type of paper class is the target paper class. This is very important. If you are doing exam this year, if you are planning A or B result, definitely you should go for a target paper class, right? It doesn't matter that if you avoid doing a revision class, if you are avoiding past papers also, right? But remember, you should go for a proper target paper class where you can practice writing papers. So target paper class, already we have started target paper class for 26 batch already, and we have done more than 15 papers already, right? We are planning to do another 32 papers in upcoming months by the end of the July. So what we do in our target paper class is every week there will be a full paper. Every week we provide a full paper, right, in the relevant time. We do the class on Saturday 6 p.m. to maybe 12 a.m. We write the paper. Paper writing time normally given 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. First we write the paper. In that case, students should turn on the cameras and students should write the paper. In order to create that exam atmosphere, that pressure, everyone should do the paper by turn on your cameras, by joining via the Zoom. And next, what we do, we'll give a small break, and thereafter we start the discussion of the paper. In that week itself, in that day itself, we discuss that paper. And also we are sharing that marking scheme, and we mark the paper and we are ranking them, and every week we select top 3. And we inform in the group also for this target paper 15, target 16, the top 3 going to be these students likewise. So it's a very well planned class. So overall, if I brief about our revision paper classes, I think like we are taking so much of time, and we are doing something big on behalf of 26 batch people, right? Remember, when you are planning to go for good result, right, you should have done the relevant subjects with the best. So therefore, in our revision classes, I think with this 8 months time period, the biggest thing that we are doing, number one is quick revision. Our revision class, we are doing different sections like quick revision, question pattern analysis, and then the summary point class. And in our past paper class, we are planning to discuss all the past papers from 1990 to 2025 A levels. And also in our target paper class, every week we are writing module papers. Now, they are very standard papers. Every week I am giving marks, I am ranking you. Right, that is happening now target paper class. Overall, this revision class is going to be a kind of very really massive program for 26 batch students. If you are planning to join soon as possible, join to the class, get the maximum benefit, because we only have 8 months of time period. Right, and also remember all the classes, especially quick revision class, we are providing tudes, and target past paper class also every month we are providing a kind of past paper book. Also target papers, just think there are 4 weeks is there for a month. All the 4 weeks target papers we already, along with the revision tude and past paper tude, all the 4 target papers we post prior to the month begins. In that case, you have all the tudes and all with you, right? Only thing is, interestingly, if you study, definitely you can go for A. So then join with us, we'll do this 8 months, we'll work harder and nicely. Now we started this chapter, we'll end this chapter also with our best. Then we never regret. Okay, life is all about chapters passing. Every chapter, I'm telling that always try to finish the chapter with your best. In that case, you can also be satisfied.